All praises to Yahawashi, Bahasham Wakakadash. Double honors to the apostles and the elders of Great Millstone, and Shalom to the elected nation of Israel. And this is going to be a video on how, by the time Yahawashi returns, there's going to be way more, there's going to be loads and loads and loads of different ways that people differentiate themselves and separate themselves, right, against each other, man. Right, there's going to be several different ways, and we've seen recently with this whole this whole situation that occurred, man. This whole situation that took place recently, man. I'm gonna say it like that. How that's another additional way that people have been separated, man. Even within the group that supposedly was attacked, had a loss. There's even been different ways that that's been attacked, man. Because some people are like, no, I don't think people should lose this or lose that because of what they said. While other people that are part of that group are like, nah, I do think people should lose what they have had because of what they said, and I do think that people should be monitored because of what they said, because they're influencing people to do this or do that. But then at the same time, people try and talk about so-called black people not taking accountability and always using an excuse. You see what I mean? People are quick to say that so-called black people always blame the white man. But as far as I'm seeing, the right side is able to blame the left without any excuse, or the left side is able to blame the right side without any excuse, when it's the right or the left side of the same thing anyway. Just imagine I come out my house right now and I walk down the street and I just slap everyone I see in the street in the face with my left hand, right? And then when the moment they say something to me, I'm like, it weren't me, it was the left, right? And then I go down another street and I start slapping everyone in that street in the mouth with my right hand, and the moment they start saying something to me, I'm like, nah, it was the right. What you on about? It weren't me. It was the right. And then I go down another street and I don't do nothing to nobody, or I just start mixing and matching it with how I slap one person with the left, I slap one person with the right, right, and then I finally get to a next road and I slap someone in the mouth and they grab me and like, oh, what are you doing, man? I ain't trying to hear that left or right stuff neither. You're the one going around, you slap me in the mouth, and I'm trying to come with that left or right stuff to them, and they're like, no, it weren't no left or right. You did it. What are you on about? What are you talking about left or right? You did it, man. This man that I'm looking at, you hit me. What's up, man? And they start messing me up, punching me up and all that, right? That's how Esau does. That's how Esau's been doing, man. He's tried to, oh, it wasn't me, it was my left. Or it wasn't me, it was my right. You talking about, man? If a boxer goes in a match and knocks the fighter out with his left hook or with his right hook, the boxer knocked him out. So when Esau is doing a madness, it don't matter whether he's saying left or whether he's saying right, he's doing it, man. And they've used, like one of the elders goes into, man, they've used that as a good trick, man. That's a good trick that they've used to be able to always stay doing the wickedness. Because they can try and, oh, it's not us, it's the right. Oh, it's not us, it's the left. No, it's you doing it, man. But even among that, there's plenty of other different ways that these people differentiate themselves. Luke chapter 12, verse 51, suppose ye that I am come to give peace on earth, I tell you, nay, but rather division. For from henceforth there shall be 5 in one house divided, 3 against 2, and 2 against 3. The father shall be divided against the son shall be divided against the father, the mother against the daughter, and the daughter against the mother-in-law against her daughter-in-law, and the daughter-in-law against the mother-in-law. And there's plenty of ways. Did you or did you not take the C19er? Did you or did you not take the C19er, a particular C19er dosage? Or how many did you take? Did you take one? Did you take two? Did you take all of them? Did you take this brand? Did you take that brand? Right? Are you for freedom of speech? Are you not for freedom of speech? Are you for freedom of speech unless it meets, if only if it meets certain requirements? Are you right hand side? Are you left hand side? Are you a man? Are you a woman? Right? Are you an LG3PT? Which letter are you? Are you an L? Are you a G? Are you a T? Are you a G? Are you a Q? Are you a plus? You know what I mean? The plus might not like the T. The T might not like the L. The L might not like the G. The G might not like the B. The B might not like the T. All of them might not like the plus. There's a new bogged out term out here in this world called DL studs. showing that this society is so bugged out that women are having to be down low to be normal. You understand what I'm saying to you? Women are down low. They're saying that women are down low for dealing with men. No, that's what they're supposed to do. But that's a differentiation amongst the L's. Because the L's are saying, oh, they're down low. Right? And they're not down low because they're being an L. They're down low because they're being a normal. That's what's going on out here, man. Then you've got the different sects of Christianity. Jehovah's Witness, this one, that one. Right? The Jehovah's Witnesses that actually kind of understand more scriptures than others. Then there'll be differentiation amongst Jehovah's Witnesses. You have all these different Christians that have got all these differentiations among themselves, and they some believe in the resurrection, some believe in hell, some don't believe in hell, some believe that Jesus is God, some don't believe that Jesus is God, some believe that the 144,000 are literal virgins, some don't. Then you've got among the Hebrew Israelite thing all the different people that believe different ways, but ultimately the only people telling the truth are the elect. The only people telling the truth are the elect, man. Everybody else is lying. And that's why the overall target of all of this stuff that's going on are the people that are spitting the real truth about the Bible, man, which clearly, as far as I can see, is Great Millstone. And I'm not a member of Great Millstone. I'm not here kissing ass. I don't kiss ass, man. Right? I'm just singing it real out here. As far as I see, Great Millstone Hebrew Israelites are the ones that are telling the truth about the Bible. Anytime I've ever seen anyone try and come up against them, running their mouth, talking tough, talking reckless, they always end up losing every single time. Right? No one's been able to disprove the doctrine. People have tried to make threats. People have tried to make accusations, and it turned out that they were weird themselves, but was trying to accuse other people of being weird. Like among Yahawashi setting up plenty of division and segregation in this society, and it's ultimately for prophecy's sake, because this is a prophecy that Yahawashi made, man. But you have to understand this: that when Yahawashi comes to the earth, he's coming in the midst of a world in its most divisive state. Now, let's get the prophecy. Because as I was saying this, and as I was thinking about this scripture, I've just thought about this prophecy now. 2 chapter 13, right? And verse 29. Behold, the days come when the Most High will begin to deliver them that are upon the earth. And he shall come to the astonishment of them that are on the earth. And one shall undertake to fight against another, one city against another, one place against another, one people against another, and one realm against another. Isn't that what Yahawashi said when he was on the earth the first time? Right? Suppose ye have come to give peace on earth, I tell you nay, but rather division. And Yahawashi is going to enter into the earth when it's in the midst of its most divisive state. Everyone's going to be clearly showing himself, man. All you nerds out there, you little punk gremlins that run your mouth all the time, and you try and antagonize and use the law system as your personal private security. That's not going to exist in the time that we are talking about, man. As Israelites, that's not going to exist. You're not going to be able to do that. It's not going to be a situation where you can know which side are you on, like a line's being drawn in the sand. Are you of the elect, or are you of some other group? Do you want to be of the hopeful elect, or are you something else, man? That's what's happening right now. That's the real thing that's going on in this earth. Everyone else that's doing whatever they're doing, we're going to see, right? Everyone's got all these different belief systems and are hoping for the world to go this way or that way, right? We're going to see. And I find it funny that you've got these certain scoffers that are quick to run their mouth about the Hebrew Israelites, but anytime anything big happens in the world, that you don't really ever hear them talking. They become silent as a church mouse. But the moment any Israelite does anything, they're quick to run their mouth, man. Certain stalkers that travel to other countries to try and talk about Hebrew Israelites or try and talk to Hebrew Israelites won't even turn their camera on to talk about any of the major things that are taking place in this world right now, any of the major big deal events that are taking place on this earth, or the major things that are being said, man, and being done. They ain't got nothing to say about any of that. Nothing to say. They ain't got nothing. All these things that are taking place, and they don't know or understand, or ain't prophesying on anything. They think they can just say, "Oh, this is going to happen," after it's clear that it's going to take place. That's not what prophecy is. This is what prophecy is. Everyone puts their opinion and their prediction down, right? And then we see what takes place. Now, I'm gonna have to be real about this. Some people in the world, and some people that even believe in the left-hand side, have got certain prophecies that are in fact going to come true. But the moment that the right-hand side, which is the Hebrew Israelites that are of the elect, the moment the right-hand side is a prophecy, right, and the left-hand side is a contradictory prophecy, that's when the left-hand side's opinions and prophecies that they hope to see are not going to happen, because they're not believing that Yahawashi is going to come back, but he is going to. They're trying to think they can stop Yahawashi from coming back. And there's plenty of different opinions and ways that we can say and different methods that we can say that they're going to try and use to make Yahawashi not come back. But it ultimately don't matter what method they think they're going to try and use. We know that it's going to involve the MOTB, but it don't really matter what method they're going to try and use, because it's not going to work anyway, right? It's not going to happen, man. It's not going to, what the thing that they're hoping to experience is not going to happen. When they shall say peace and safety, sudden destruction is going to come upon them. So it's going to look like they're going to win, but ultimately that's when they lose, right? That's when they're going to lose, man. Even recently, like Russia came out and spoke about and was exposing how America's trying to get rid of all their debt, right? Like all kind of secrets of Esau coming out, but Esau ain't gonna win, man, and they're Esau anyway themselves. So they don't escape Obadiah 1:18 just because they bait out something that Esau did. They're still part of it anyway. All of them fighting against each other. They're gonna realize they should have been on the same team when it's all said and done. And on that, I'm gonna say Shalom to the nation of Israel. Shalom.